Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it is Tuesday, August 15th, which means it's time for another Pokemon news update video thingy here on the channel. A lot of Pokemon Go stuff to talk about, but first thing we're going to talk about, of course, is the fact that, as per usual, I got myself some booster packs of Pokemon TCG. I've got the Fates Collide and Steam Siege packs right here. I'll be opening up these towards the end of the video, and as always, giving you folks a chance to win one of the code cards from these two packs for Pokemon TCG Online by taking part in the question of the day, which I'll mention towards the end of the video. Now, as usual, we'll start off with last week's question of the day. I only had one person respond to it, which was okay. Like I said, although we had 3 codes last week, the winner will get that first code. I basically give out the code of the most recent expansion, and the other 2 codes from last week, for example, will go into the random giveaway sort of things on the Pokemon TCG videos themselves. So stay tuned for that, and I'll mention a little bit about that in just a moment. But anyway, the winner was a viewer named Unknown Spike, a regular viewer on the channel, and the answer was, I haven't. Because the question was, of course, have you done any vacationing or traveling this summer? If so, to where? So, unfortunately, Unknown Spike didn't get to travel, but, fortunately, they did manage to get themselves the code card for the Evolutions Booster Pack. The other 2 code cards were Breakthrough and Steam Siege, so they'll go back into the random things given out in the Pokemon TCG Online videos. So, just a little bit of an update on the channel, I guess, schedule for this week. You'll notice that there was not an episode of Pokemon Coliseum yesterday. That's because basically the Pokemon Go video took longer to edit than I was expecting, and I didn't have time to get the Coliseum done. So what I'm going to do is, I was going to put 2 episodes of Coliseum up tomorrow, or yesterday, or whenever. Basically, tomorrow for my point of view, today for your point of view. I don't know why I said yesterday, but this is the hard part about recording stuff the night before it goes up. I get so confused on the days. That being said, I was going to have 2 episodes of Coliseum at some point this week, but I decided since I am going away this weekend, I need to have stuff pre-recorded and kind of spread out over the channel to give you guys some entertainment while I'm away. What I'm going to do instead is record 5 episodes of Pokemon Coliseum. There'll be 1 later on today, and 1 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we will have 1 on, I think, Sunday this week, not Saturday. The reason I'm going to go for Sunday is because I'm hoping to have 2 episodes of Pokemon TCG Online to show you. Let's get some Pokemon GX from the new expansion featured on the channel. So I'm going to try to aim to have 1 on Wednesday, and hopefully we'll have another one on Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll have something for you every day of the week, this week coming up as I'm away on PEI in the Maritimes. Alright, so moving on to the news, as I said, there's a number of things to mention, starting off with some Pokemon Go information, which is pretty legendary. So on August 14th, which was just yesterday, Mewtwo was battleable to trainers at the Pokemon Go Stadium event in Yokohama, Japan. This was the first time the genetic Pokemon itself was available in-game, and a number of trainers got to defeat it and capture it, adding it to their Pokedex. So, that was sort of, I guess, a trial run for Mewtwo to see how well things went. In the coming weeks, Mewtwo will be appearing all around the world in a new feature called Exclusive Raid Battles. Now, this seems to be what that legendary Raid Pass thing they talked about at one point is going to come into play with. So you're going to need to get an invitation for exclusive raid battles. The way you get the invitation is you have to recently complete a raid, which includes beating the raid boss. You don't necessarily need to capture it. Just defeat the raid boss at the gym where the exclusive raid will be occurring. Now they say recently. They don't say how recently. I would assume maybe a 24-hour period, but I don't really know. So we'll have to see how things play out. But basically, this is encouraging you to do every raid you possibly can, using your free raid pass for the day, maybe the one from the day before if you didn't do one then. You can also buy the raid passes for 100 coins in the shop. So essentially, do as many raids as possible. Apparently, when the egg appears, now they do mention that eggs should be returning. When the legendary egg appears on the gym, the people that have met the criteria will get an invitation to join the legendary raid. Now, it will give you advance warning for when the exclusive raid will occur, meaning you can sort of coordinate with your other trainers in the area and get as many people together to deal with what is first going to be Mewtwo, of course, in these exclusive raids. Try to take that thing down and add it to your collection. So, like I said, this is finally bringing in the invitation aspect of legendary raids, because this whole time Lugia, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos have all been just generic encounters, and they haven't been eggs either. They've just been popping up into gyms at any random point. Although, I have seen on occasion an egg in my game, which is weird, but some sort of a weird little glitch with the game, but the eggs are not gone. And I've said this before in the Pokemon Go videos, I hope that the eggs do come back as a permanent thing, because it's kind of cool to see the egg, first of all, but second of all, you know exactly when it's going to appear and hatch and all that good stuff. So that gives you time to try to take over the gym beforehand to get your +2 Premier Balls. Not that they help that much, but every ball you can get helps against capturing these Pokemon. So the eggs were a nice way to sort of get yourself the extra Premier Balls. Maybe it was causing too much fighting between the players, though. I don't know. They took it out for some reason. So anyway, Mewtwo is going to be showing up in the coming weeks, but for the next little while, up until August 31st, starting as of yesterday, all 4 legendary birds, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, and Lugia, are available at the same time. They're no longer once per week. Now, it did say something interesting to point out. All across the world, thousands of legendary birds were defeated in Pokemon Go. That's a lot of legendary birds to be taken down. But they are going to be sticking around until the end of August, so get out there if you haven't caught one of these legendaries just yet. You've still got, what is that, like 2 more weeks or so to continue trying to capture these things. Alright, now the only other things to mention are relating to, I believe, the video games of Sun and Moon, or rather, in this case, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. More information about the Dusk form Lycanroc has been announced. So, interestingly enough, since it is a combination, seemingly, of both the midday form and the midnight form, Dusk form can get both Accelerock and Counter. So, of course, Accelerock was a move that used to be exclusive to just midday form Lycanroc, and I did discuss this, I think, last time I talked about the new Dusk form. Will it be able to get Accelerock? Because it looks a lot like the midday form, just a different color, and the hair looks a little bit different to sort of similar, or what do they say? Replicate the hairstyle of the midnight form Lycanroc, but it also gets the Tough Claws ability, which of course increases by, I think, 33%, or at least 30%, the damage caused by physically connecting moves, and I don't know if Accelerock is going to count. I don't think Counter would count either, because of course it just doubles back the damage. Does Accelerock consider Lycanroc physically connecting against it? Anyway, things like Scratch, Bite, whatever, those will all be boosted by Tough Claws, I'm pretty sure. Now, they do say you cannot normally get this Dusk form Lycanroc, and only certain Rockruff, I couldn't think of the name for a second, only certain Rockruff will be available to evolve into the Dusk form Lycanroc, and those you can't get by ordinary means either. But this special Rockruff will be available as a pre-order bonus. If you do pre-order Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can get it via the Nintendo Network between November 17th to January 10th of next year. So if you pre-order yourself an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon game, which I guess I should have to do at some point, get yourself the special Rockruff, which will evolve up into the new Dusk form Lycanroc. They don't exactly say how it's going to evolve into Dusk form Lycanroc. Maybe it's just leveling up, I would assume, at a certain time of the day. But then maybe not, because they didn't really require a certain time of day for the regular midday and midnight forms, or did they? I don't think they did. I don't even remember. Anyway, Prowl, our manic form Lycanroc, I've had her for so long, I forget how we evolved her up. But that is some more information about Lycanroc. More details will be coming soon, though, so stay tuned to Pokemon.com or to the channel here, and I'll announce the information as I find it out, pretty much as you guys can find it out on the website as well. Now, the only other thing to mention is a quartet of Mega Stones are now available in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon for Gallade, Gardevoir, Lopunny, and Diancie. These are available from Mystery Gift on your main menu, Receive Gift with a code, and that code is Poyong, P-O-Y-O-N-G. Just put that code in and you will download the 4 Mega Stones for Gallade, Gardevoir, Lopunny, and Diancie, and go into the Pokemon Center nearby, wherever you happen to be, talk to the delivery man, get your Mega Stones, save your game, don't lose that information, get yourself 4 more Mega Evolutions in the, I almost said Unova region, no, the Alola region. That is going to be the end of the news. It's kind of a shorter video, but I wanted to have this out today so I can have some update and stuff, but most importantly, I wanted to mention those, the legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go, because it's pretty cool stuff. If you've been watching the channel lately, you've been seeing I've been covering a lot of the legendary Pokemon, so I wanted to mention the fact that the birds are all still available until the end of the month. I would figure Mewtwo might be showing up, pardon me, I'm still a little bit sick, but Mewtwo might be showing up as of September, so the 1st of September, but who knows, Mewtwo eggs might start appearing at any point. Have to wait and see how things happen. So, with that being done, it's now time to pop open these 2 booster packs, see what cool cards I happen to get, but also give you guys a chance to win the code card for Pokemon TCG Online, as I mentioned, by answering the question of the day with hashtag QOTD down in your comment. Question is, what is your favorite thing about summer? A nice basic question. and just basically answer that question. And by Sunday, which is August 20th, I believe, I'll be doing the drawing of the comments, and people that included the hashtag QOTD with their answer has a chance to win one of these 2 code cards chosen randomly. As for myself, I don't really know about what my favorite thing about summer is. I don't even know if summer is my favorite season of the year. It is, I don't know, it's a good one. I guess I like the warmer weather, although that's sort of a double-edged sword because sometimes the weather is too warm. And it's like in wintertime, if you get too cold, you can put layers and layers and layers on to keep yourself warm. Summertime, there's only so far you can go before you're still overheated, right? So, I mean, I don't know, I guess I like the heat. I do like seeing all of nature being more alive and stuff too, like, you know, the green trees, the grassy fields and stuff, all the animals that are out and about. Of course, that leads into the bugs and hornets. We get hornets around here quite a bit. So, I don't know. There's good and there's bad, but I like the warmer weather and just the fact everything looks so much more alive coming out of the winter slumber. So, let's first open up the Fates Collide pack. Make sure I'm not cutting no cards. I think we are good. Grab this code card. Is it facing? Oh, it's the wrong way. Now it's the right way. Alright, put that to the side, and I don't want to see what the cards are just yet. Let's do our pack trick, and I want to try to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. Alright, so these are the uncommon. How do I do this? I think like this. Alright, let's see what we get here. I'll flip them this way. I'm trying something new with this, if you can't tell. I've got a Gothita. We have a Delphox. I did something completely wrong with this, but that is a nice foil rare Delphox with a pretty decent attack too in that Psy Strike. Psy Strike? Psy Storm. 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to all Pokemon. So if I messed up completely, this should now be the reverse foil, I believe. No? What did I do? We got a Spoink. Next up, we have ourselves a Solosis. Here is a Binacle, or Binacle. I think Binacle, like binary. We have a Riolu. Next should be uncommon cards. I think Hawlucha. That actually might be a common. We have an Dome Fossil Kabuto. Another uncommon being an Altaria Spirit Link, which is kind of cool, because just, I think, last week they gave out the code for the Altaria Knight. And reverse foil is N. That's a cool card to get as a reverse foil. That is from the Fates Collide. Now let's check out Steam Siege. Can I do the pack trick properly this time around? I'll probably have to spin myself around to make sure I can see the cards the proper way to know that if I'm doing the pack trick right. Alright, so first of all, the code card is facing away. Awesome stuff. I don't need to switch that one around. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now, I should have done it right this time. How do we do this? Alright, let's go like this. Should be a common of Hoppip. We've got ourselves a Fletchling. There is a Clauncher. A Nidoran male. Last common should be Chimchar. Okay, the uncommon cards start with a Greedy Dice. I haven't used this. I kind of want to try, but it's really hard to make use of. You can only play this card, or you can play this card only if you took it as a face-down prize card before you put it into your hand. Flip a coin. If heads, take one more prize. It's all pretty just random luck and random chance, so I mean, it's not really that useful, but it'd be fun to try. We've got a Monferno to go with that Chimchar. We have the last common, or uncommon, is in the Shieldon. The reverse foil is going to be an Oshawott. Hey, it's C-word, everybody, baby form. The rare card is going to be an Infernape. Oh, we got the entire Chimchar line on that pack. We have a Flare Blitzing Infernape, which does 120. Discard all fire energy attached to this Pokemon. And then this is kind of an interesting move. Flare up. 200 damage. If you have fewer than 10 fire energy cards in your discard pile, this attack does nothing. But you shuffle 10 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. So, kind of like you only have really one decent shot to use that until you start discarding more, like maybe Fiery Torch or Scorched Earth could help you with that. But either way, you get sort of one good powerhouse attack to 200 damage, and then you got to spend time building that back up. So that's what I got out of my booster packs, and once again, for your chance to win one of those 2 code cards from Fates Collide or Steam Siege for Pokémon TCG Online, answer the question of the day with hashtag QOTD in your answer, and on August 20th, I'll draw names from the comments section, meeting those criteria, and you get a chance to win one of those code cards. Question is, once again, what is your favorite thing about summer? Just leave that answer down below. and you have a chance to win one of those codes. And that is going to be it for our news update for the day. Stay tuned later on today for another episode of Pokemon Coliseum, our first of the week, which I'm about to record in just a moment, and see what's going on there. Last time, we failed to capture one of our legendary Pokemon in the game, but we're still doing okay. We haven't really lost any Pokemon except for one along the way. A lot of them are kind of close, though, so we'll have to see what happens in tonight's episode. But with that, we are done. I want to say thanks for watching. Feel free to check out some of the links during the outro to some other videos I have done. Plus, you can subscribe to the channel for daily Pokemon content by clicking my face during the outro as well, such as Pokemon TCG Online, of course, as I mentioned. We got Pokemon Coliseum coming up later today. Pokemon Go, as more legendary encounters are sure to appear in the game as I walk around everywhere, and I'm going to do some Pokemon Go recording when I'm off on PEI as well, see if we can get any cool encounters over there. And what kind of random species, kind of common things they have over on the island. I've heard they have Sandshrew. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for Sandshrew, one of my favorite looking Pokemon. Anyway, we are once again done. Thanks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.